Again, my phone is almost dead, so I can't put in my mic. Even though honestly, I could just have it randomly like this, so then everyone can hear. Pretend like they can hear me. Um, yeah, yeah. What's up, Edit? What's up? Well, my guess was right that we were going to go down 0-2. Um, Man, this team sucks. Man, this Celtics team sucks. I don't know if they're too old. I don't know if they're just injured. Nice edit. I don't know if I don't know, but it's over, bro. It's over. And you know, at the end I could be like, well, this we will come back to. No, we won't. Stop. I'm tired of hearing. I already had another Celtics fan come up to me and say we're gonna come back, bro. Stop it. Stop it. We go down by 20 in 2 games, can't hold a lead. Our superstar's a piece of shit who cannot fucking make a shot for his life. We're not doing this, bro. We're not doing this. We're getting swept. If we don't get swept, we're gonna lose in 5 games. It's over. People need to start realizing that this Celtics team is not that. And maybe everyone's right that last year was a fluke. I don't think it was a fluke. I don't think so. Last year, we were the best team in the NBA for a reason. This year, it just seems that we don't care. I'm gonna add him up here.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, bro?
How you going?
Hanging in there. Hanging in there. I'm definitely, honestly, I was more peeved off after game one and I was throwing shit around. I came on here and started completely blowing up on fucking the Celtics. Tonight, I was just kind of like,
You won't be
well,
here.
it's what it is, you know. And it was hilarious because I was telling everybody before, I was like, we're going down 2-0. And everyone, like today, everyone was blasting me for saying it. I'm like, we're going down 2-0.
Yo, I bet you fucking Meeks is talking shit right now.
He is. He is. Well, be at this point, honestly, R&B, he deserves to because they're winning right now, and the Celtics are letting them do what they want at this point.
Hey,
And
listen, if you notice, right,
yeah,
the last 2 games, they pretty much gave away the same exact scenario pretty much the last 2 games.
I just think at the end of the day, man, I just think I'm going to start with this here, and I said this in the after game one. I am so tired of our head coach. I really am. I'm so tired of this man literally trying to defend his style of basketball and his style of how he wants to play it, and him like going after the reporters for fucking asking him normal questions. I don't get how with 12 seconds to go in the game, one thing, the Brunson foul was just absolutely stupid. I'd rather just him try to go up and shoot that shot than freaking Holiday, shooting, fouling him there. But after that, you have a timeout. You have 12 seconds. You know that the Celtics are horrible of running down the court and doing nothing and literally just walking up the court again. How do you not call a timeout there and at least try to get a play in? Or at least put in a guy like Porzingis or something to at least help out in any way? Because,
bro, I think he's dealing with some type of
I know he is.
or some shit.
But for the final shot, I would have put him out there. I just think we need a different
Bro, how
look.
the fuck both fucking Bridges fucking fucked it up both times. Okay,
Yeah.
this is my scenario. First of all, I bit myself in the ass. I told my girl's son's coach, he's a New York Knicks fan, that we were gonna swipe him. We're gonna 4-0 him. So when I see him, he's gonna fucking give me shit, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I honestly think we're gonna go to New York and we're gonna fucking 2-0 them. That's my scenario, bro. How do you wipe them in the fucking regular season, but now this happens? You know what I'm saying? And you can't get here and say Brunson's better than Tatum. Tatum just had a couple off nights. Brunson doesn't have or been through what Tatum has. Tatum's been to 2 championships. He's fucking been the All-Star 4 or 5 times. He's, you know what I'm saying? So, Brunson isn't on his level. He's just having off nights, bro. But,
But the issue is when
you're
you
up
need,
fucking 20 twice, dude.
Yeah, but the thing here, R&B, this is where I put in this situation why I'm saying Brunson might be the better player. Because look, when they need a big shot, he comes through and hits it. On our end, we have a superstar that thinks fade away threes is the way to win games. That's the problem. The only thing Tatum did well tonight was that dunk he had before the last shot, which reminded me of that Cleveland game earlier in the year. Remember that he hit that dunk, and then Cleveland came back, scored, and we lost the game
Yeah, but
afterwards.
he should have waited till. I mean, I know he had it
He
open.
won't.
He
bro.
should have waited. He should have waited till those less time.
And that's the thing, but he won't. His problem is he just doesn't seem to understand that he is strong enough to get to the basket and either try to get fouled or freaking pass it up. This man is in the last play. He's running into the paint with 3 people on him and expected to do everything.
I know we were up 20 twice, 18 and 20, two different times.
But here's the one question, RB. Did you ever feel safe with that lead?
Nah, bro, we don't need Ime Udoka. Dude, Joe Mazzulla is way better than Udoka, hands down.
I cannot give credit. I cannot give credit to Mazzulla at this point. I cannot stand him at this point.
Dude, Udoka is a fucking bum.
I'm not saying Udoka's any better. Not saying that. I just do not like Joe Mazzulla. I think we need a new coach. I really believe we need a new coach. This man needs to go back to the sideline as a assistant coach.
Dude, he brought us back to the playoffs 2 straight years, bro.
I know he did, but what has he done in this series to freaking help us? The last play, in game 1 was an absolute train wreck, with the whole Tatum, launching a 3 to end the game. And then it's it's always the same play. It's always give Tatum the ball and let him chuck up a 3-pointer and end the game. It's just, it doesn't change. And this is where I love, like I said, much as Tom Thibodeau has never, I don't think he's won a championship, but other than with us in 2008, he at least knows how to draw up plays when they need it. And it's that case. I knew coming into this game, I'm like, there's no way they're going to be able to hold down Karl Anthony Towns the second game. He had a good game tonight. Brunson did not have a good game.
Hey, you know what's crazy? How the Pacers are upsetting the Cavs. Now we're getting upset by the Knicks. It's the opposite.
Here's the difference, though, man. I'm not surprised Indiana's beating the Cavs. I picked Indiana to win that series. I just think Indiana's the better team. I've been saying this. Cleveland's a regular season team. I really believe and they're injured. They're injured, too. They're screwed right now. And everyone whoever the heck decided to vote Halliburton the most, what's it called, disrespectful, whatever the hell they call it, overrated player in the league, they just pissed him off. So now he's going off saying, listen, I'm just going to go fucking beat you all your ass.
Yo, DT's probably pissed like we are.
Dude, we're so close to seeing a Indiana Pacers New York Knicks conference finals. Just think about that. Just think about how bad this is about to get. We're about to see the Pacers or the Knicks in the conference finals, and then one of those teams go to the finals and probably get swept in 4 games.
Bro, it's not over yet, man.
This is reminding me of that Miami.
It's not gonna.
A couple years ago.
It's not gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you right now. We're gonna sweep in New York, or we're going back to Boston.
Well, yeah, we're gonna. Okay, but here's the thing, though. We might sweep in New York, but are we gonna win in Boston? Doesn't seem like that's gonna happen the way we're playing right now.
Listen, even if we don't sweep in New York, right? We're gonna come back. All right, we're gonna win. I'm telling you right now. Look at the Heat did to us, bro. We were up 3-0, and they fucking came back and won 4 straight. Or Miami Heat. Remember when we were fucking forced to Game 7 when we lost a couple of years ago?
Yeah, we were down 3-0 and we came back to tie it. That's that.
We were up 3-0. We were up 3-0. The Heat won fucking 4 straight on us.
When was that?
2 years ago.
No. R&B, you're taking the other way around. We were down 3-0.
Was that what it was?
We were down 3-0. We came back from 3-0 down to force Game 7, and then in Game 7 we absolutely puked it over.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
Yeah, we puked it in Game 7 because Tatum went down with an ankle injury in the first 2 minutes of the game, and it completely derailed any chance of us winning.
Yeah. Well, see, anything's possible, bro.
It might be possible, man, but what I've seen these first 2 games, the Celtics can't shoot. Porzingis is absolutely a no-show. Jaylen Brown's been good, but the man cannot shoot a fucking 3 for his life. Tatum's has been an absolute joke, and Derek White's been all right. Drew Holiday's been the star of this damn team so far in the first 2 games. He at least is looking like what we expected from him, but everybody else is playing like shit. Here's my scenario, and what I don't understand, we have a guy that we signed back in, I think, December, who can play good defense and can knock down open shots. Torrey Craig would be a perfect guy to put in this game at some point and be like, we need some energy. Put a Torrey Craig in. Maybe even put Shireman in. I know that it's the playoffs. It's probably not a great idea. But at this point, we need to try something else because this is not working. Jaylen Brown's either just absolutely exhausted halfway through. And it's even more pathetic. These two, Tatum and Brown, are in their 20s, and they look like they're playing like they're 50.
Even Pritchard was airballing, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We need something different. I just think maybe putting in like a Torrey Craig or putting in like a Shireman, fuck it. I know Tillman's been awful, but try anything off that bench. At least try something because this is not working. We're not making shit. The threes are not falling. We're dropping 20 points in the first quarter. Like, this is not the Celtics.
Dude, 13 points Tatum had.
Yeah. He had 22 in game one, but still played like shit. How many did Brown have? What did Brown have for the game?
I don't know. Let me look.
Yeah, that's gonna. I know Brown had the best game of the two. Again, not surprising, but I know you gotta keep. We all have to keep faith in the Celtics. That's our team. I understand, but
Jaylen Brown had 20.
Makes sense. I feel like he should have had more, but again, he was missing a lot of shots late in that game too. But one other problem we really have is I'm really tired of us just walking up the fucking court with that ball, and I feel like we do not get into our set for a play till like the last 7 seconds of the shot clock, and that's what screws us over. And it's like it's not working. And listen, Don, I've been saying this for the last 2 games. Us shooting 53s is not going to win us a fucking game. Maybe last year, because no offense, last year, which was a magical run. The last year's Celtics team remind me, and I hate to say because this is a different sport, but that 2018 Red Sox team. Both teams were absolutely stacked, and they both had their best seasons of their history. And it was an easy path to the championship for both. And then what happened the next year? The Red Sox didn't even make the playoffs. Of course, the Celtics have made the playoffs, but now we're in a situation where we're playing a Knicks team that.
Well, you know what's going to happen after this year? No matter what happens, I think Porzingis is gone. Okay.
I think Holiday's gone too.
Yeah, probably both of them.
And honestly, bro, I think this is we're gonna be heading towards a really bad situation where it's how do we replace those guys? And there might be starts to talk about, is Jaylen Brown and Tatum still able to, carry this team, or maybe is it time to move on from one of them and see if we can get different assets? It's very interesting what's going to happen after this year, and that's why that's why I thought this is going to be the last hurrah with this.
They're talking about possibly out of the two, maybe trading Brown, but I don't think they're going to break them up, bro. Honestly, I think it's going to be Porzingis, Holiday, or maybe White. Those 3, 2 of those are going hands down.
Yeah, here's my thing. To be honest, as the season and the last couple seasons have gone through, I've really started to the point being they're going to trade either Brown or Tatum. At this point, I know this is honestly, it's probably the stupid decision of the two. But the reason why I'm going to say they're going to have to trade one, I would trade Tatum, is because it feels like Brown seems to want to stay here. I think Brown wants to stay as a Celtic. I still feel like Tatum wants to eventually go to LA and play with the Lakers. I still think that's where he wants to be. I don't think this city matters to him as much as we might think it does. I think it's more of, this is a contract right now. I'm just going to play through it. But I just think Jaylen Brown has even said he wants to stay here long term. Jaylen Brown has given his thing to the community. Jaylen Brown has showed up in the postseason when we've needed him to in the last couple of years. I just think, and I'm not saying Jaylen Brown's a better player. Not saying that. I just think if I wanted to build around a team right now, the only problem is Jaylen Brown is older. That's the only issue at that point.
Yeah, only by a year.
But only by a year. I just think I'm just getting I'm going to be honest here, R&B. I'm just getting sick and tired of Tatum's shit. I'm getting sick and tired of him complaining about calls.
Bro, the problem is, this is the problem.
Yeah.
Tatum and Brown are both ball hogs, but at
Oh,
the
they
end
are.
of the day, Tatum's a little worse. Okay,
Yes. Yes. I
when
agree.
Tatum's on his money, he's good,
Mm,
but he's been off, dude. I don't know. The last 2 games, he's been off. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
could it be his
But
wrist issue? Could it? Could it? I don't
but
know.
see,
I don't
I'm
know.
not gonna, but RB, I'm not gonna make that excuse because the man was dropping 35 plus against Orlando with that same freaking injury. He had about 5 days off for that injury
Yeah,
to
but that's
heal.
why I'm saying I feel like it was a fluke. So we go to New York and they shut them down on their own court. Like it's just like I think it might be possible they did that, man.
But they would not do this on purpose, bro. They can't.
You never
That's
just look at they lost the game in fucking Dallas on purpose to come home and win. Anything's possible, bro.
but they would see. But here's the thing. You're saying that, but that was us up 2-0 already. What was it? 3-1. We were up 3-0. This is us down 2-0 at home. Now having to go to MSG, Madison Square Garden, with a team that now knows they can beat us, and now they're going to go back to their home. I'm not saying this. Yes, can the Celtics, who had the best road record in the NBA, go to New York and absolutely whoop the Knicks' ass? Yes, it's definitely possible. But after what I've seen these first 2 games, I just don't. I do not feel like it's going to happen. I think maybe you're right. Maybe Tatum's injuries too is far and worse than we think.
Listen,
Maybe,
bro. As much I want to fucking, you know what, to them fools, but
yeah.
I just I'm loyal to my team. I honestly don't want to watch them after today too, but I'm probably gonna end up doing it. But at the same time, it's like
Isn't the game at 3 o'clock on Sunday or whatever the hell the next game is? And it's at 3 o'clock. That actually makes it even better for me because I don't have to watch it because I'm usually out all day. So I would just probably look at the score because honestly, I'm at this point now where if we win Game 3, I'll watch Game 4. But if we go down 3-0, I'm not watching, bro. I cannot.
dude, but
Listen,
that's not gonna happen, bro.
there's a chance that
not
Tatum
gonna
comes out and
happen.
drops 50 in Game 3. There's a chance. There's a chance that Porzingis out of
Yes.
nowhere.
Mark my words right now. They're going to New York and they're gonna fucking beat them twice. I'm telling you,
Listen,
watch.
listen. Maybe there's a miracle that Kristaps goes back to New York, or for some reason he seems to find some fucking magic and absolutely changes this whole series around. The thing is, at the end of the day, what I've seen in these first 2 games is that the Celtics cannot seem to understand that the 3-pointer is not going to win them this fucking game.
Yo, look, I'm gonna leave for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
The energy in New York, they ain't gonna feel comfortable at all. Who are you talking about? The Celtics? Yeah, I can. Yeah. If you want to come up, Daniel, sure. What if I can go? Yeah.
Yo, how you doing, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
Are you a Celtics fan? You a Knicks fan? How you feel about this game?
No, I'm a Celtics fan. I'm a
You a
Celtics fan.
All right, so I'm not even gonna bake you. I'm not even gonna make fun of you. I just want to know, how are you feeling about Jason Tatum?
I just said it. I think he should be traded. I'm being honest.
Because I'm
He's
looking
not-
at this guy.
He is not the superstar I thought he was, and he absolutely needs to go. I'm tired of it, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I respect. I mean, let me just finish, then you can talk. Just gotta want to finish this. Tatum, I have tried, man. I've defended this man from the beginning. I was like, listen, he's going to one of these years. He's going to take over this league. It's not going to even end well for anybody. And I was like, just wait. And then I saw this postseason. I saw what he did in Orlando, and I was like, okay, maybe we have finally broken out of this Jason Tatum mediocre player when it comes down to the playoffs. No. He's come back here against New York and absolutely threw 2 games away because the man is an absolute brick. And a man thinks he can just go off and shoot fadeaway threes, fadeaway jump shot when the man's strong enough to get to the fucking basket and score. And when we need a shot down the stretch to calm a game down, here's the difference why. And I know my friend R&B, who's also a Celtics fan, got kind of upset with me by saying that Jalen Brunson is not better than Tatum. I'm sorry. What I've seen in this series is that, listen, who the hell would I rather have on my team right now? Went down 0-2, Brunson or fucking Tatum? I want Dan Brunson because I know he's going to show up. Even in a game like tonight that he struggled, he still hit a couple big shots down the stretch. He hit those 2 big free throws. And what did Tatum do? Go down and fade and try to go fucking shoot another fadeaway. I'm done with Tatum. He needs to get moved in the offseason. He won't because the Celtics won't do it, but he needs to get moved. He is James Harden 2.0. That's what I'm going to say.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you have the whole right to make that rant because a lot of Celtics fans don't know. You seem like real. This is who Jason Tatum is.
Yeah,
like this is who the man is.
Yeah,
he gets to the big stages and he just. I mean, you already know what he's doing this playoffs. But even last year in the finals, he averaged 22 points on 39% shooting.
Yeah,
the finals in the Warriors, he averaged 22 points on 37% shooting. Like Jason Tatum. The lights get too bright. He disappeared in the fourth quarter. He wasn't there. He gets double teamed, tried to kick it out. Airballed didn't he airball a shot? Or what did he do? He threw away he tried to.
Was it the last one? Or are you talking about the last one?
The last one, yeah, the last
one. It got tipped. What he was trying to do was pass it to Jaylen Brown, but he had 3 people on him.
And Mikal Bridges tipped it, yeah.
Yeah.
So sure, is he rebounding the ball well? Sure, if that's something that you people like.
His defense has been decent, but that's still nothing when you need him to be a superstar.
Nothing offensively, and it's like I'm watching this guy, and it's like, why does he want to be like 6'1"?
Yeah,
like why does he not know that he's literally built like LeBron James?
Exactly.
He's 6 foot. He's like 6'8", 6'9". He's like 220, 230 pounds. He's fast as hell. He's strong as hell. And he wants to shoot these fadeaway middies, dribble between the legs, do all this fancy shit. Like, no, just put your head down.
He thinks he's Kobe. That's the problem. He thinks he's Kobe. He thinks he can go. He thinks he has that step back fadeaway down so well that even, when he has a chance to go to the basket, he doesn't. He just thinks, oh, I'm just going to shoot this. It's going to go down every time. It's another comparison. I just thought of another comparison to him, Paul George. Another guy that when the playoffs signed, other than that year against Miami, where he actually was not the reason India did not get to the finals. Other than that, he's been a choke artist. Tatum hasn't choked because his team has actually done pretty well, but it's not because of him they've done well. Other than maybe 2 games where he lit up Milwaukee and it lit up Philadelphia on one, but it's not consistent enough. And, what will piss me off more is if he goes into game 3 and drops 50, and I just be like, what the fuck has this been? Because there's a chance he does, because there's always that random one game he will show up for and freaking drop maybe 50 and then go back to being, cold. It's just
inconsistent. He's so inconsistent.
It pisses me off.
I feel so bad for you as a Celtics fan because your 2 superstars are, I feel like, some of the most inconsistent superstars like we've seen in a minute. Like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are not.
Yeah.
Like, sure, when they're great, they're great, but when they're bad, they are bad. And
they are.
It shows. So I just feel bad for you, man.
It's okay, man. You have nothing to feel bad about, bro. It's how it is. I'll always take the championship last year. I'll always freaking keep that in the my thing.
And you should.
At the end of the day, though, I'm almost at that point now where I'm just like, and it's them. It's also the coach, and I was already blowing up about the coach too. That I don't want him no more. I'd rather him fire because I'm tired of hearing the same shit from him too. It's I was honest. I came on this podcast after game 1, and I straight up said this: Joe Mazzulla on any other fucking team would not have their team in the playoffs. He's on a team that, no offense from last year, that literally, like, he's on a championship team because all the players we had. If he was on any other team, he would not be in this position. That's what I'm saying at the end of the day. I'm tired of this narrative that Joe Mazzulla is some freaking great coach. No, he's a coach in a process of a good team. You know how much I would love to have a Tom Thibodeau or even a Eric Spoelstra.
Bro, y'all miss Ime Udoka so
yes,
bad, bro.
Ime. Dude, I would take Brad Stevens back right now. I know he freaking struggled at times, but at least the man knew basketball. At least the man knew how to draw plays when we needed it. At least this. I still don't think to this day it's his fault we didn't make the playoffs, the finals those many years. It's a damn two superstars we have that just seem to think that they can just, take over a game by themselves and everything's right. I will give Jaylen Brown his props.
Mm-hmm.
At times, he can show up. Even tonight, yes, was he perfect? No. But at least the man did say what he said and did show up. He did try to go to the basket. He did try to freaking get contact. In the fourth quarter, I just think what is going on now, honestly, man, is I think Jalen's looking at Tatum being like, fucking, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck's going on with you right now?
Yeah,
you really, okay, you know what, fuck this. I guess I have to carry on a bum knee. Okay, I guess I'm just going to have to start chucking up shots because you're supposed to be the leader here. You're supposed to be the man, and you're just fucking sitting there doing absolutely nothing. I think Jaylen Brown's at that point now, too, and I saw it after game one where he was just like, I've had enough of this crap.
Yeah.
And I just think, like, much as, yes, I agree, Jaylen Brown's a ball hawk, too. But compared to Tatum, Jaylen will at least give up the ball at times. A lot of Jalen's shots, for the most part, are open. Tatum's just chucking up shots when he thinks it's best for him, but then goes silent for 3 straight quarters and decides to show up in the final minute and miss every shot. That's just how it is with him. And it's an absolute joke. And for the Knicks, I have to give them their due. They deserve their respect. They done what they need to do. Have they been great this series? No. They've probably been as bad as us. They can't shoot for the most. Like tonight, they couldn't shoot for shit.
Nah,
the problem was
they closed. They closed.
They have a closer. That's one. They have a closer, but they also have other guys that they can go to late in the game. With the Celtics, they should have 3 guys they can go to, which is Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis. Porzingis has been a no-show. And Tatum and Brown's doing all he can, but you can't carry a team on your own when you're not even the number 1 superstar getting a max contract that's supposed to one reason why you had that Finals MVP taken from you by your co-star. And then you are sitting on the bench of the Team USA team as a champion, as what a lot of people think is a top 5 player in this league, or whatever, top 10 player in this league, is sitting on the bench of the USA team. He was supposed to come out here this year and dominate. He did it for a little bit, but then shut up. And then he comes into the playoffs, gets hurt, comes back, has 3 great games against Orlando. Or what was it? Yeah, 3 games. And then this happens.
Yeah.
It's an absolute joke. And I said it before game 2. I kept hearing it on the radio today. Oh, the Celtics are going to whoop Knicks' ass tonight. 30-point win. Don't worry about it. And I was laughing to everybody, and everyone was going after me today. And I'm a Celtics fan, and I was honest. I said, we're going down 0-2. Because what I saw in game 2 and what I've seen in this postseason is we are not the same team we were last year. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's up with us right now. Listen, is there somehow a miracle that the Celtics go into Madison Square Garden and take both games there? Maybe.
It's always a chance. It's always
possible.
Chance.
They were the best road team in the NBA this year, and for some reason, I said this earlier, Kristaps Porzingis, for some goddamn reason, when he steps on that floor at MSG, is a different player. I'm not saying he's going to go out and drop 30 again and turn out to be whatever, but for some reason, all the stars somehow turn up in New York. But the problem is that you should not be in this situation anyways. And now if they do it, is it really going to be that big of a fucking like, oh wow, the Celtics has walked into New York and beat the freaking Knicks twice? Like, they should have beat them for nothing, but they don't know how to fucking play at this point. You can't go down. You can't go up by 20 points in 2 games and blow both games. It's just, it's an absolute joke.
Selling 2 20-point leads, man. You're supposed to be the number 1 seed in the East. You're supposed to be one of the best offense, one of the best defense. I saw people putting this team in the 2017 Golden State Warrior top. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Twitter posts were like the Boston Celtics would beat the 2017 Warriors in a 7-game series. They might get swept by the Knicks.
Last year they could have. This year, no.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, but hey, bro, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna drop you a follow though.
All right.
I'm gonna keep watching your videos. You have a good night.
I appreciate it, Daniel.
Absolutely,
I appreciate
man.
you coming on. The Pacers are beating the Cavs. The Pacers are going to beat the Cavs. I think it's going to go like 5, maybe 6. I think the Cavs are too injured. And I just think the Pacers are the better team. I think the Pacers are the better team. Halliburton is literally out for people's souls right now after they decide to try to vote him as the most overrated player in the league. I think they have a Halliburton. I guess something has come out. I don't know what's going on. I never heard this, but they keep mentioning it on at the games. Is that they're saying that apparently there was a poll that came out that voted Tyrese Halliburton the most overrated player in the NBA. 3 people voted for that, 3 NBA players, and he has taken that to heart now. And I guess the Cleveland crowd decided to jump in it and start chanting overrated to him, where Donovan Mitchell had to tell the crowd pretty much to shut the fuck up. But yeah, I think the Pacers have a very good team. They have a great coach. They have a rising superstar. Yeah, they have Siakam that can be decent at times. They don't have, you could say Siakam's like the number 2 option. They really don't have a number 2, number 3 option per se, but they play a complete brand of basketball. And that's what's going to help them out. And everyone wanted to sleep on them. Everyone was going to say the Cavs were going to beat them. And I was like, bro, did you not see this Indiana Pacers team make it to the conference final last year? And everyone wanted to keep saying, oh, well, it was because of injuries from other teams. Oh, if the Knicks had Brunson and all this, it would have been different. Maybe, but look at them now. It's just showing that the Pacers are not a joke. They're a legit team that can actually possibly come out of the East. And it's that crazy. There's an insane possibility we're going to get the Knicks and the Pacers in the conference finals, and nobody would have predicted that. Nobody. And it's that crazy. And I would say this too, I was just talking to and shout out to Daniel for coming on, but when it comes down to it here, it's like I don't get it. I don't get what is going on. I don't get, when it comes down to Celtics and it comes down to all this, it's baffling. Everyone say go New York, go New York. It's baffling. It's baffling what has happened to a team that last year won a championship, to a team that, came into the season as the favorite and, had the Cavs, a team that I just feel like is a regular season team, just absolutely just gets stumped on by a team that swept in the regular season 4-0. And it's, and the thing is, the Knicks haven't played their best game. Let's be honest here. I'm not going to even, throw hands at the Celtics defense. The Knicks only scored what? What was the final score tonight? What was the final score? 91-90. Roman Reigns fans, thank you for follow. Roman Reigns. Jesus, now I'm starting this. What's up, Roman Reigns? The Knicks scored 91 points. In game 1, I think it was higher in game 1. Yeah, game 1 it was 108. But still, the Celtics defense is not really the problem here. Our offense has been a joke. I'm waiting to hear what Tatum and Brown have to say after this game. I have a feeling Brown have more of an actual response to what's going on. And, our so-called superstar is going to sit there and complain why the refs ruined his season, like always. Because that's literally how it is at this point. For me, they need to up their level. Do they? Yes, they do. Are they going to? I don't think so. I think, and you see what I say, I'm a Celtics fan. You see what I wrote in my freaking thing. Knicks in 4. And it's because I've given up. I just, I came into this game and said we're going down 0-2, and I was right. But I did not expect us. I thought, you know what? My thought was the Knicks was actually going to beat us by like 12 or 14 points. I thought we were going to come out, shit the bed again, but not shit the bed down up 20 and blow it again. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then I go out and hear what Joe Mazzulla has to say after the game, and I just am like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, things went their way. Oh, I thought we got a good look to end the game. So a good look is Jason Tatum having 3 players on him trying to get the ball away. But that's a great look. I cannot stand this man, bro. I cannot stand Joe Mazzulla. I really hope, pray to God, Brad Stevens, do this thing for me. Fire this motherfucker right when this season ends after Game 4. Please, I am begging you to death just to fire this idiot. He is an absolute moron. He'd rather go on the fucking court and try to block people's shots than find a fucking way to actually freaking try to win games and help his team win. And be like, you know what? We got 12 seconds. Go. Just grab the ball, go. You have one timeout. Go. And Jason Tatum, grab the ball and go fucking get double, triple teamed to end the game. It pisses me off, bro. If you gamble, you rent your money and gamble at all, you should stop. I agree. Lost by defense is wild. And I defend the Celtics defense. I don't think the defense has been bad. It's not the defense. It's the offense. The only other issue we've had is maybe the second chance points for New York. The other issue, I think, is the Jalen Brunson situation. Them continuing to leave him open from 3 is a freaking problem. But, it's absolutely a joke. It's a joke. And, I wish I could find the fucking video. I don't think it's on YouTube yet. About Joe Mazzulla, but I only say that because I was addicted to gambling. Now I need stuff. I don't gamble. I'm not gonna lie. I did gamble tonight, but I only gambled $1. I pretty much lost because I was hoping that Tatum and Brown would both have 20 plus. Brown didn't get me my 20, but it wasn't plus. And that Anunoby and Brunson would get 20. And then in Game 2, the OKC game, I think I needed Jokic and Murray to both get me 20. But it pretty much ended because Tatum wanted to fucking fuck everything up for me. So, yeah, that's that. I'm trying to see if I can find a Joe Mazzulla press conference after the game. I don't know if it's up yet. But it's just... I'm going to start doing this every game, honestly. Because I know we're about to lose Game 3, too. So many turn over from Knicks and didn't capitalize. Yeah. It's... I don't know. I don't know. I'm at loss for words at this point of what the fuck has gone on. Never mind. I do have his press conference. Let's see if we can hear it here. I'm going to put it up. I don't know if... Okay. I don't know why we can't hear shit. Hold on. Give me a moment, guys. What the fuck's going on? I don't know what's fucking going on. Give me a moment here. But yeah, no. Is this connected to something? That's not my fucking phone. It's really weird. I can't even hear it. That's very weird. Okay. I'll try to put that back up in a few minutes, but yeah, I just think, and the thing is, hilariously, I was so pissed after Game 1 that I came on here and I ranted about it and I completely, just exploded, just firing. I'm not there tonight. I'm also not feeling good. I have a condition I deal with, and I'm not feeling good today at all. It's one of those days I feel worse than most days, so that doesn't help. But I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if it's just this video. I'm gonna see. Jaylen Brown was just on. I want to see if I can hear this. It's for some reason my sound's not working on this computer right now. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this fucking computer. But yeah, Knicks fans should be very happy. Honestly, they deserve to. They just absolutely deserve. Oh, you know what it is? I might have it on speaker. They've outplayed us when the time has come. I don't know what is going on with the fucking sound right now, but they deserve all the credit. I said this from the beginning. The Knicks beat the Celtics. I was gonna come on here and give them their credit, and I will. I'm not one of those guys who just fucking sit here and find ways to complain and all this kind of stuff. I'm not. You know, the Knicks deserve their due, and you know, have they played their best game? No, but they, at the end of the game, when they've needed to score and needed points, they've gotten it, and you know, it's how it is. I don't know what the fuck speaker. I don't know what the fuck this means. RTI speaker. Oh, what? I am so confused what the fuck this is. RPI speaker. He just folds. Honestly, he folds. He folds when the time comes. Like he folds when the moment is bright. That's why. And that's not going to change. I just think, you know, if he's ever going to be an actual superstar in this league, I think this is going to be the playoffs that proves he's not. I think, and I said this earlier, I was talking to one of another person on this live earlier. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see if I can figure out why the fuck this shit's not working. Okay. What's it called? But I don't get what the fuck's going on with this computer right now. But at the end of the day, Tatum's not it. Tatum is not it. I think the Celtics need to really start to consider that either we need to get another guy, or I don't know. I don't get it. I cannot hear. I can literally not fucking get this to work. I don't get what's going on with this computer now. I'm gonna see if I can restart this computer and see what happens. Is their guy? I agree. I honestly believe Jaylen Brown's their guy. I want to hear his press conference because I would like to know what he had to say after this game. Jaylen Brown. The problem is right now, for some fucking reason, when I go to actually listen to something, my computer seems to not want to fucking work. Like, it's work. The computer's working. I just can't hear sound out of it right now, so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on there. I don't know if it's just connected to something else. But yeah, you know, it's just... No, I don't want this. Or value arrows. Do the tomahawk chop. Okay. I don't know why I just did that, but but yeah. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, I guess I could test it. I don't know what's going on with this computer right now. Honestly, I really don't know what's going on with this computer right now. With sound effects. I'm not doing no damn sound effects right now. I'm not doing that right now. I don't know what the fuck to do, because I really hope nothing's happened to this computer, because it should not be doing this right now. What's your guys' reaction to the game, though? Do you think the Celtics have any chance left? Guys say no, I think we get swept. What's your guys' opinion on that? Put your opinions on the game in the comments section. Well, Dale Moore from Cooperstown. What's up? Refs tried to save the series, didn't work. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I honestly, at this point, don't even think anything would work to save the Celtics at this point. I think it's just, yeah. I just think we're at that point where it doesn't even fucking matter, does it? In the comment section, who thinks the Celtics are going to go back to Boston with the series tied 2-2? Put ones in the comments section if you think the series will go back to Boston for Game 5, 2-2. Angel Reese's fire. Does someone want to send me a rose? Try to make a little bit of money on this live if I can. If not, it's cool. But, yeah. One in the comments if you think this... Okay, here we go. One's in the comments that the Celtics go back home with the series tied 2-2. 2 in the comments if you think the Knicks sweep. And 3, we go back to Boston Knicks up 3-1. Perk, you only can answer once. It's either 1, 2, or 3. Oh, my bad. It's alright, bro. It's literally this. Really? I don't know if this did anything by me actually restarting the actual computer, but we're about to find out. Because I know it's not connected to anything. If anyone wants to come up on my live and talk about the game or talk about anything, you guys can. Just send me up a request. Okay. Well, I fixed that, so that's good. Let's go now, see if we can listen to... Do you guys want to hear Joe Mazzulla first, or do you guys want to hear Jaylen Brown first? Do you guys want to hear oh my God, I keep saying Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown or Joe Mazzulla's post game? I kind of listened to Joe Mazzulla, so I kind of want to listen to Jaylen's. It looks like Porzingis was talking in the locker room too. I have a feeling they really still feel confident, which is, of course, you have to feel that way even in this situation. But I really don't believe they should feel confident. I think they should be fucking sick to their stomachs, but I know they're not going to be. Let's listen to Jaylen Brown here. Some of our 4. Okay, that was game 1. Here we go. Game 2. Let's hear what you have to say.
You call a timeout, and then you still have a timeout when Jason looks like he was stopped in the drive.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, I mean, that's just how the game went, I guess. They made a...
One's in the comments if you can hear the video.
Oh, man. Yeah, we just wasn't able to convert in the fourth quarter. That's what it came down to. Our defense, I thought, was great. We had physicality, we had energy on defense. Our offense let us down.
Jaylen, you guys are the defending champs. These are the games you're supposed to. You're up 20. You're up 12 with 6 minutes to go. You go 8.5 minutes or so without scoring a basket. I hate to say it, this is, you guys are supposed to find ways to score.
Finally, someone's fucking telling them the truth.
That look like they're playing with the poison. You guys aren't.
Can you guys hear this?
Why that's happened now 2 games.
What's the comments if you can hear the video?
I'm not sure. We've gotten some great starts. We guarded, played physical with energy today. To start the fourth quarter, I thought we got like 4 or 5 great looks in a row that didn't go in, and maybe that affected us. But what's done is done. Now we got an opportunity to see what we made of, and come out and try to make something happen. Game 3.
we talk about habits being built throughout the course of a season. Last year, you guys built the habit. You found ways to win those games throughout the course of the regular season. That carried through. This year, you guys weren't winning those close games earlier in the season. Now it's kind of feels like it's coming back to bite you guys. Is there any kind of like look back on what you guys went through earlier? Is that kind of carrying over into the postseason at all?
Yeah, I mean, the regular season is totally different. So, than the playoffs, obviously, you can see that. But, we just had the ability to make plays tonight. We didn't. Me, Jason, Derek. We got a lot of great looks, and we just got to convert. We got to make plays. We just didn't make plays tonight. And that was the story of the game. Our defense did enough. We got some great open looks. We got to convert those.
Jalen, you took a moment kind of at your locker there in the locker room. Just wondering kind of what you were processing in that moment, if you can share.
Unideal situation, being down 0-2. But what's done is done. We got to make sure we're ready to come out. Make sure my guys are ready to come out game 3. I think we do for a lot of makes. I think that we, had a lot of great shots tonight that once again didn't go in. We just gotta, relax, take a deep breath, come out, play Celtic basketball. We can, just like we down 0-2, we can tie this thing back up.
Jalen, just following up on that, how do you rebound mentally from something like this when the games kind of end in very similar ways? And can you take a leadership role with the guys in that?
Yeah, obviously you take the night. Everybody's gonna feel, a type of way about, kind of their result. And, we get together, we look at the film, we look at each other, and we do what it takes. We do whatever it takes. We give it our all. And that's the most important thing. But like a bunch of stuff that we can control. I feel like we played a little bit fast and sped up, a little antsy. Just a rough night.
Rough 2 nights.
Jalen, once it happened, like the last 6 minutes, it seems like there's kind of an uh-oh moment, especially when here comes Brunson and they're closing out games and he's a closer. I mean, how do you kind of avoid that happening again, where you're just looking from behind? You're turning your head and looking at them trying to catch you, as opposed to just trying to finish the race.
Yeah, I mean, just play basketball. That's it, that was it, just convert. I feel like we got some great looks, at times, just be poised, take a deep breath, and just go out there and do what we're supposed to do. We got to be better to close games, and we got to learn and respond fast. So that's the key. Shift your mentality, shift your focus. What's in the past is over with. Let it sting a little bit and do whatever it takes, game 3.
Jalen, just kind of off of that, you guys have faced a lot of challenges over the last several years as a group. Even going further back with that, this might be your biggest challenge. What are some of the characteristics you like about this group?
This ain't their biggest challenge. Them going out 3-0 to Miami is different.
Toughness. We got a great group that just stayed together through it all. So these are the moments where we need to show our resiliency. We need to show our toughness, our mental toughness, because we can get back in this thing, no question. Obviously, being down 0-2, it sucks. But we got a great group, and if I had to select any guys that can get it done, it's the group that we have in our locker room. We just got to come out, be a little bit more poised, take a deep breath, convert our opportunities. We missed layups, easy baskets, you know what I mean, and take advantage. 2 games, we up 20 points. Somehow end up not with wins. It's inexcusable. But we don't learn from it. We don't respond.
Jill, the past 2 years, you guys have been really good at leading the past and not letting it affect the future. But at the same time, like you said, like 2 2 games, like there's some sort of natural frustration that might seep in. Is there any way to like harness that and put it in, or is it completely just the same mentality moving it past? Like, well, what's that sort of balance? I know you mentioned guys processing things differently, but like as a team,
You definitely, it's just sting. Let it sting. Let it sting for the night, and then tomorrow's a new day. You move forward. Short-term memory. Going into a tough New York environment. We don't have time to dwell on the past. The next focus is game 3. So let's do it.
That was Jaylen Brown. Don't want that game on live. Hold up.
What did you see?
Okay, here's Kristaps. Kristaps at the game.
Didn't get the best looks maybe. We did have some open ones also. Again, we didn't hit. We didn't shoot up to our level from the 3 again. And you can see by how low the scoring was in the game. And yeah, just at the end, it's almost a gamble if the game's that close, and it just didn't go our way. Yeah, I'm dealing with some, I don't know how to call it, but I'm just not feeling my best. I'm not feeling my best at all, but it kills me inside that it's happening in this moment, and I have what I'm super appreciative about is about the support that I have, like in the inside, also probably from the fans. But especially here, like inside the organization, in this tough moment for me, to not be able to be with the guys, it's not no injury or nothing, but just not feeling my best, and it's tough for me, honestly. But who cares? We still nobody feels sorry for us, sorry for me, and we have to keep going.
I'm sure if they're related to the previous.
Probably. I've had like ups and downs throughout, up until this point. Just now I had a big crash now, and my energy, my everything hasn't been, good. But who cares? I have to look forward, and it will get better from this point on.
¿Has dicho también el equipo de Knicks que les ha complicado cerrar los juegos?
Sí, la verdad que tienen a Brunson, que es muy bueno en los finales de los partidos, y nada, la verdad que al final, como el partido es tan apretado, pues es como 50-50, ¿no? Puede ganar cualquiera.
Sir Tatum has talked. I don't think he has. Yeah, I don't see Tatum yet. Is that him?
Why couldn't you guys come out like you said and approach it like you were, as you said, down 3-1 instead of up 3-1?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not him. Okay. Trying to make sure that wasn't his video. I don't think he's even. Yeah, I don't think he's talked yet. Wouldn't be surprised if he just doesn't talk. Oh wait. No way, it's the same video. Sure, the same thing. Is he wearing the same thing? Next. I should not be
I'm a choker. I'm a trash can.
Okay, yep, that's not it. That's funny though. Oh god, that's actually kind of funny. Oh man, I should not be laughing at my player as they're making jokes about him, but that's actually kind of hilarious. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I was trying to see if we had anything on Tatum. I don't think I've seen anything yet. We'll see if he even talks tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if he just doesn't, because the man fucking sucks. But yeah. But yeah, guys, this is just. What do you guys think about the comments? Do they seem confident that they're going to be able to turn this around? Jaylen Brown, again, he's being a leader. He's doing what he needs to be. Say, listen, we cannot give up now. Our back's against the wall. We got to come out in Game 3 and show why we are the defending champs. But, I just don't see a lot there that's different that we've seen the other games. It just seems like I don't know. It's baffling to me. It continues to be baffling to me about what the fuck has happened to the Celtics team. And to hear what we just heard about Kristaps Porzingis, that he's just not 100%, that he has no energy, there's nothing there, just so many things going wrong. It sucks, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to make that excuse about injuries and stuff like that because it doesn't matter. It's such a unbelievable situation that we're in right now. And, I think Jaylen Brown, Jesus Christ, OKC's up 31 on the Nuggets at halftime. I think at the end of the day, Jaylen Brown has it right. You can't, after tonight, like I said, it can sting for now, but you have to put it in the back porch after tonight. But, and they got to come out somehow. They got to stay as a group, stay together, and hope that everything changes going into Game 3. But hearing that Kristaps is literally, like, even tonight, is literally doesn't have any energy, and it looks like it's something that just he cannot get over. Maybe it's time to just put him on the shelf for a while. Like, at this point, I just think, I don't know, we're in a situation now where it just feels like the Celtics are just, it's all crumbling in at once. And I don't know. I know everyone, like, you gotta have hope. You gotta have hope that maybe something happens and the Celtics maybe prevail, come back from 2-0, and when maybe the next 4, or they get to 2-2 and just go 7, and somehow the Celtics find a way to beat the Knicks. I'm at that point where even when I hear what I'm hearing, after the games, it just doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like the Celtics are that confident in themselves. And it's the point being that it's I feel like they're more shocked than anything. I think it feels like they're more shocked that they're in this situation. And it's like, well, the only people you have to blame for that is yourselves. Like, you guys are the reason we're down 2-0. It's we're trying all we can, and of course for some reason try to tell me that I've been inactive. Okay. You can tell me all you want that it's, it's this or that and that, but bro, I love what someone said during that Jaylen Brown press conference when they were like, well, Jaylen, you guys are defending champs, but you go down by 20 and you go up by 20 in 2 games and you blow the lead. Like, you're the defending champs. That shouldn't happen. And you should be able to respond for that, but you don't. What, like, and it kind of pissed me off a little bit with Jaylen's response, where he just goes, I don't know. How don't you know? You're up 20 points. Like, you can't blow that 2 games in a row. You're the defending champion. It doesn't fucking matter. You can't be blowing games like that. And you're not a 20-win team. You're the defending champion who went over 60 games. And you're in the second round of the NBA playoffs. And you're up 20. And I understand you're not shooting well. You have to find a way to win these games. And they're not doing it. They're not doing it. And it's an absolute, and it's like, bro, it's like I said, what's even more scary is you think about it, the Knicks haven't played their best game yet. They haven't. The Celtics have lost these games. But you have to give the credit. The reason why you give the Knicks credit is because they are taking those advantages. They're taking advantage of those moments, and this is why they're able to come out and win these games. And it's an absolute freak show at this point that we're in this situation, continuing to talk about past mistakes coming back to the Celtics and continuing to be problems. And it's not. I think it's over. I think any chance of a dynasty ends on whatever day will be. Well, it will be Tuesday at this point, or whatever the hell it will be at that point. I don't think the Celtics come back. I'm a Celtics fan. I always will be. I'll ride and die through with the Celtics. But I think it's over. I think it ends in 4 games. Congratulations to the New York Knicks. I think they will end up going back home. I think they'll end up taking both games in New York. We haven't seen Brunson have a 40-plus game yet. I think we're going to eventually get that. And I think it ends in New York. I'm going with that. And everyone else get Instagram. Everyone else can think what they want. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone can feel the way they feel. The Knicks haven't played their best game yet, and they're up 2-0. And everyone can say, well, the Celtics haven't played their best game yet. They're down 2-0. Is there really a best game the Celtics can play at this point? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You can't go up 20 points and lose both of those games and still think you have a chance. In a postseason of all things. It's an absolute... So what the fuck's he gonna say? Defended him since day one. And man does that. Man does exactly what he did tonight and what he's done in this series. Someone tell me again how many points Jason Tatum had tonight? And must win. He had 13 points. He may have had 14 rebounds. He had 13 points. They're not in trouble. They're done. There's no trouble at this point, people. And Andrew, there's no trouble. It's over. It's ending in 4 games. And if we get lucky, we get 1 game. It's over. This team is... This is it. Kiss this team goodbye. Kiss Drew Holiday goodbye. Kiss Kristaps Porzingis goodbye. Kiss a lot of things goodbye. There's going to be a lot of changes this offseason. It ends on what? Let me look at the schedule. I want to make sure I get this right. When is Game 3? I mean, Game 3, no, is what, Sunday? Is Game 3 Sunday or Saturday? Game 3 Saturday. It ends Monday, May 12th. Mark this down. May 12th, Celtics get swept by the New York Knicks and go home. The defending champs get swept in the second round after blowing two 20-point leads in Game 1 and Game 2. That's how the season's going to end, and that's where the Celtics fucking history is going to end. With this team being a fucking joke like they really are. There's no trouble. There's facts. There's no trouble. There's facts. And the fact is... I hope we get the worst. We have the worst record next year, and we actually find someone to be an actual fucking superstar on this team. That's where my fact goes. I would trade Jason Tatum for a penny at this point. Don't want him. Don't want him anymore. He can go fucking... He can take Deuce. I love Deuce. Deuce is awesome. He can take Deuce and take his talent somewhere else. Everyone thought that. But, you know... I knew we were going to sweep them. I knew it. I thought the Celtics would win the series. I didn't think they would sweep them because I knew the Celtics had these kind of games in them. I just didn't think they would have 2 straight games like this. Did not think so, but, you know. Well, I say that, but I did say before this game we were going to lose this game too. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's what it is, but... At this point, you know what would be kind of awesome? I kind of hope the Knicks let the Celtics take 1 in New York, and they come back to Boston and they just win on our home court, just to see how the Celtics react. You know, for other damn fans. Yep, Pacers definitely. I think either 4 or 5 games, for sure. I think the Pacers are an amazing team. That's a team I wish the Celtics were. Yes. I'm begging it. Begging that we fire that piece of shit. He can go sit in a garbage can, all I care about. Don't want him. Don't ever want him on this team again. No. Can't stand Joe Mazzulla. Can't stand that piece of shit. I cannot. I'm really just gonna wait here and see if Jason Tatum ends up fucking being in the media so I can show you guys. I showed you guys the Jaylen Brown one. But it doesn't seem like he's gonna talk tonight. He still might. But at this moment, I'm not seeing anything that says he's going to, so. Yeah. That's really it for me tonight, guys. Knicks and Pacers being up to is a blessing fan. Hope it figured out. Marcus. I don't know if you know, but much as I want to fucking say what I want about the Celtics right now, last time I checked, didn't OKC just drop 87 points in the first half on Denver and are up like 30 right now? I definitely think it's gonna probably be OKC and the Pacers, and that's gonna be such a fucking crapshoot in the finals. But it's what it is. I'm not gonna harp on it anymore. There's not really much else to say about it. You know, everyone can have their opinions. You know, people are going to get mad at me because I'm a Celtics fan saying, oh, you can't just say we're done. You can't just say that the Celtics are fucking, that they can't come back, that this, that. But listen, you know, you guys want to not call me a true fan. You guys don't have to call me a true fan. I'm going through facts. I'm going through what I'm seeing. I'm going through all of that. The Celtics team is never going to win a championship the way they're playing. And I'm done listening to all the fucking crap. And, yeah. I'll probably, actually, I don't know if I'll be streaming after Game 3. It's a 3:30 start. so I probably won't even be watching the game, which I'm probably happy enough I'm not going to be. But yeah, that's going to do it for me for tonight. Thanks for joining. Thanks for bringing the comments. Thanks for the follows, whoever followed me. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you guys hopefully again soon. Peace.